Welcome everybody. Good morning again. I'm feeling kind of fluttery excitement from my lower back kind of coming up my spine, through my shoulders, and I'm feeling a big expanse as I feel into our next 2 days together, exploring table tie, yoga massage, logistics.
Yes.
Nicole mentioned we are doing recording. You won't be recorded yourself if you have concerns about that. Just don't volunteer to be our demo, because we'll also be recording when we're demonstrating as well.
Or if you want to be in it, you can just continue to walk back and forth behind us or something like that.
Yeah, if you can, you can photobomb us throughout. Feel free. It sounds like fun. Yeah, so something Nicole and I are, this will be the 16th year of our continuing education business that we started following our marriage and honeymoon to Thailand in 2001. And we just returned from Thailand.
Yeah, we've been going back to Thailand ever since, I think 7 or 8 times, and we just got back about 3 weeks ago. We were there again. This time we're taking groups. We're going with friends, 12 of us, 12 friends of ours, students, and anybody else who wants to come and practice traditional Thai massage and meet our teachers and experience some of our favorite highlights of Chiang Mai and Thailand. And we're excited to kind of drop back into the States and revisit this in a new, fresh way. So, yay! So happy to be here, and we would love for any and all of you to join us in Thailand. If you like Thai massage, you want to get like 50 CEs and explore some of our favorite parts of the world with us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is different than traditional Thai massage, as traditionally Thai massage is done on a floor, on the mat. And for several years, when we began teaching Thai massage, it was in a very traditional way. And what we realized is both our clients and the way that Nicole and I organized around our healing sessions, we required modifications to get the best results with the least effort. And right away we began focusing more on the stretching element that is inherent in Thai massage. There is traditionally a lot of what's called line work, or sen, S-E-N, which is the Thai word for meridians. And you thumb press or palm press a lot of the energy lines, a lot of the sen, in addition to assisted stretching. What Nicole and I notice a lot in the West is our clients aren't stretching on their own. Are you experiencing that too? Yeah, you can tell them till you're blue in the face. It's really important you stretch. And most Westerners don't do it.
And if they do,
yes.
They're not doing it well. They're not holding it long enough, or they're not really sure if they're doing it safe way, so they don't always go into the best, deepest stretch for themselves. So I feel like a lot of what we're up to is not only learning how to facilitate a stretch session for our client, but also teaching our client, coaching our client, what is a healthy, safe stretch supposed to feel like, so they can walk away with a little more body intelligence, a little more awareness about where they begin and end, and what's good for them, what feels good, and how to kind of continue that feel-good sensations beyond the table, beyond the 60, 80-minute session that you guys offer.
Yeah, because it's natural to stretch. I mean, if you look at, anyone have cats or dogs at home? I mean, when they wake up, what do they do?
Little people?
Yeah, children. Yeah. Before we were told to sit still and stop moving, we were moving all the time. And as humans, when we're born, we have approximately 2,000 to 3,000 movement potentials in our kinesphere. When you have 1 foot planted, your kinesphere is all the movement possibilities in your body.
Space around you.
And by the time we're 18, that's diminished 90% to about 200 to 300 movement potentials.
Well, think about when you were 18, like what you were doing then, and how you were moving, and how you were expressing yourself, and how different is that to now? And then, what were you going to say next?
Well, and I was going to say part of what we love about the stretching component and what we call the yogic component of Thai massage is that experience of spaciousness, is the reorganize of fascias, the elongation of tissue, increasing mobility and functional fitness.
And reintroducing new movement potentials. Coming back to possibly revisiting some of those old movements that we forgot we could do and feel safe doing them.
Yeah, I hear clients say a lot, oh, I didn't even know I could do that.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of times you'll be working in an area and your client's like, I didn't even know that was there. Or
Can you feel that?
Wait, can you feel that nod?
You're like,
It's my wheelhouse. Of course we
That's why you're
can.
here, right? Like, that's what I do.
But I think a lot of times as therapists, we discount our own body intelligence. It does come so first nature that
Yeah.
we can sense the tension.
Water we're swimming in for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can sense the tension.
And we can help dissolve and resolve with range of motion and stretching. So that's why in the beginning of us teaching Thai massage, we added the word yoga, because we're huge yoga enthusiasts. We teach therapeutic yoga, we teach medical qigong, range of motion techniques inspired by the Alexander method and Feldenkrais, and different movement therapies that assist and help prolong the benefits of whatever body work session you're up to. And we also, you'll see us using a lot of the ergonomics of yoga as well. Some things, traditional Thai massage, they do something where you stack the shoulder over the elbow, over the palm and wrist. And either Nicole and I are lazy or we're not doing it right, but after a couple hours of that, our wrists bother us. So we do something more like a down dog, if you've ever done yoga, down dog, where you take the wrinkles out of the wrist. You're not rounding the wrist, you're doing what's called bone stacking. So you'll hear us talk a lot about bone stacking. You'll hear us talk about a lot of different ergonomics that are different from traditional Thai massage that we have adapted in what we call Thai yoga massage. And then the table component, we were very hesitant. When we first started teaching Thai massage on the mat, we would have folks contact us and say, "Oh, do you do tabletop massage, tabletop Thai?" It's like, "Oh, no. That's not right."
Well, it's not traditional. We'd be disrespecting tradition if we did that. What would my teachers say? Oh my gosh.
Dishonoring our Ajahn and our masters, and no.
That's not Thai massage. And then we took a course with Kim Tai Chow. He has a Lotus Palm School in Montreal. Really cool guy who was studied Malaysian and then he studied Thai massage. And he's now teaching. He has this great certification program blending Ayurveda and Thai massage to balance doshas. Really, really fun work. But one of the first things he said on an intro, he said, "You can honor tradition without being traditional." And Heath and I said, Oh
yeah. Oh, well,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
ding, 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 ding. So it sort of gave us permission to, how do we
Or we
evolve
gave
it?
ourselves permission.
Yes. How do we take these techniques from the floor onto the table? And not treating the table like a mat, but rather using the ergonomics of yoga and what we've been taught throughout our original programs in massage school. How do we continue to leverage our body in ways that sustain us, that is ergonomic, that feels good to give and feels good to receive? And that has been kind of our motto since we've been working and putting together our continuing education business. We just renamed ourselves Living Metta, and Metta is a Thai expression for loving kindness. So we are living loving kindness. What does it mean to live loving kindness? Well, at the table, practically speaking, does it feel good to give? Yes. Does it feel good to receive? Yes. Then as far as we're concerned, you're doing it right. You're living metta. You're living loving kindness. So all throughout our time together, come back to yourself, revisit your body mechanics, revisit how you feel giving, and that's going to be our indication of whether or not we need to change something, to modify it. And we have modifications for every single technique, depending on your leg length that you're working with, how long or short your arms are. So if there's ever something that comes up for you that feels uncomfortable, that feels weird, well, weird and uncomfortable is okay, but when it feels painful, if it feels sharp, if it feels like ouch in any way, then we need to adjust it. If it feels weird or uncomfortable, that just means we're stepping out of our box. We're doing something different than we normally do. So I think
that's a good space to be in.
Uncomfortable is a good place.
It's kind of your evolutionary edge, just what's over the horizon of where your potential is when you feel a little uncomfortable or
a little strange. This is awkward, and you're trying to find where it is to be. Find that right adjustment. So, and we're happy. We're like, this is a really great size. So we're excited to work with every person in this room if you'd like us to.
Yeah, so you can feel our touch. And for every single thing that we practice, there's a handful of modifications. So don't ever feel like you have to look like the pictures, look like Nicole or I. Nicole and I assume different positions because we're different bodies.
Well, he has more upper body strength. I leverage a lot more from my lower legs. So you never have to actually get onto the table if you don't want to. You can keep your feet on the ground the entire time if you like.
And because you have different lengths or sizes of bodies on your table, you're going to modify based on who's on the table.
Yes.
So the really key, the two key elements that I notice when I'm moving out of living meta is signs from my body intelligence indicating I'm reinforcing resistance. And the two very clear signs from my body intelligence is that I, as a therapist, or my client begin to hold their breath. And everybody take a quick gasp, like, yeah. So
and we all go up like this.
Yeah, and that's very common with the stress response. We see it all the time when you're dropping an elbow or you're working around an area of vulnerability for a client. They tend to tighten up. They tighten up their breath and
hold their breath.
They tighten up their body. Yeah, and or. So if you notice your breath or your body tightening or guarding, or your clients, you're probably engaging, you're reinforcing resistance rather than relief, relaxation, healing. So continually noticing as you ask these two questions, does it feel good to give, does it feel good to receive, you can provide the most intense techniques in a gentle, loving way, as long as you can take long, slow, deep breaths and keep your body totally relaxed.
Keep your body easy. I don't know if we totally relax, but easy. Soft shoulders, soft jaw, relaxed knees, your low back feels free. Just kind of noticing all those things while you're working around the table, using your body as a sensory tool to help inform, am I feeling good while I'm giving? Is this sustainable? Do I want to be here right now like this, or do I need to change something?
And you'll notice as you practice more, you'll get more adept at it, of course. You know, just like when you moved your sensory prowess from your hands and fingers in Swedish massage, and you had to bring your awareness into your elbow or forearm to exact perfect preferred pressure, it takes a little learning for that to happen. And it gets easier the more you practice. Ideally, I see body work and massage therapy in general as an art form, as a craft. And just like any awesome artisan, how can I organize myself to have greater impact with less effort? So continually wonder into how can I provide more benefit with less effort on my own body, on my own stress level. And this I love because it changes what we're up to.
Well, and we're also changing what our clients are up to, their body awareness sensation. They're changing how they're experiencing their body. So we get to move the body around in dynamic range of motion and big dynamic stretches, and it begins to open doors of like, oh, maybe I need to do this more. So this is one of the few modalities where I notice most of my clients are like, oh, I like stretching. This feels really good. Maybe I need to do something about this. And they actually take a yoga class or buy a DVD or start a small practice, which is unusual with a lot of other modalities.
Yeah, so it's got kind of a participatory nature
engagement that's
where
different.
It elicits a client's personal responsibility for their well-being, rather than you just doing something to them and them having a result. It's kind of a dance together. And optimally, you know that experience when maybe you weren't feeling the greatest or you were just feeling okay, and then you give a session and you feel way better. Have you all had that experience? Yeah. So we know it's possible. What Nicole and I are interested in Living Meta is how do we make that possibility a probability? And with enough practice, how do we organize ourselves, leverage ourselves where predictably we are receiving as much benefit as our client, if not more. We're feeling more energized, more positive, more powerful at the end of our day than in the beginning of our day, and for each day to come. And it doesn't happen every single time, but that is the initial bending of our mind. That is the intentional directionality that we want to encourage and invite you all to join us with.